Hey YouTube, today we're going to be looking at something a little bit different than I usually don't get into on this channel. But what we're going to show you is a pistol suppressor. So the one that I have here in front of us is made by a company called Rugged, and this is the Rugged Obsidian 45. So this is a 45 caliber pistol suppressor, and this thing is probably, in my opinion, probably one of the best suppressors on the market for several reasons, and I'm going to try and go through all of them. I'm not a suppressor expert, but I'm going to go through all the reasons why I think this is probably your best choice. So I'm going to show you some close-ups of it. It says a Rugged Obsidian 45. It's made by Rugged. The model is the Obsidian 45, and on the other side is your serial number. So this is an NFA Class 3 item. You have to go through the whole process with the AGF and the NFA division and get a tax stamp for it. It's $200 to get a tax stamp plus the price of the suppressor. Now, it's a long process. Sometimes it's gotten a lot shorter here recently, but it's a long process and all the background checks and everything to get one. So you want to make the right choice when you go pick out a suppressor. And I'm going to show you some of the reasons why I think this one is the right choice when you're buying a suppressor and you don't want to have all these different ones, all these different jack stamps, and do all the waiting. So this is a very modular suppressor, and the total length on this thing is about 8.7 inches from top to bottom here. And what makes this one really cool is it's very modular, and you can take this whole end cap here and you can screw it off. And I'm going to do this as easy as I can, try not to fumble around here on camera. Take this whole end cap here off here, and you can take the actual end plate off, screw it off. Let's see, we can get this done here as quickly as we can without fumbling on camera. Screw it all out, set it aside, and install the end plate here back onto the suppressor. And when you do that, you shorten it by 2 inches. So now you have a 6.5 inch suppressor in 45 caliber that's a lot more maneuverable. It's a lot lighter, and I think it lightens it up by like 2 ounces, and it shoots a 45 caliber. Now you got to keep in mind when you do this that it's not going to be as quiet as it was when you run it in full length mode. So while I have this apart, I'm going to show you the baffles on the inside of here. These baffles just stack on the inside, and they're the same ones that's on here, and they're just as easy to remove. And you have a small one and you have 3 regular ones, and all they do is they lock together. You know, they kind of index together here, and you can't really put it together wrong. You can take these apart one by one. They just clip apart, clean them, keep the carbon buildup from going in them, and keep your suppressor operating normally how it would be. So you just drop this back in here, and you're going to take your end cap here back off. And I know everything's a little bit boring to show, and you'll look on the inside here, and these baffles are exactly the same. So you're just going to drop this or screw this back on here. Very easily to do. No tools required. You don't have to over tighten anything. These are all O-ring seals, so the gases don't escape, and it makes it very, very easy. And you'll look on the inside here, and you'll see where your actual grooves here line up, and you make sure your baffles just line up exactly how the other one was. Drop it in, install the end cap back on, and you're back in the full length mode, which is going to be the quietest kind to do this. Now this suppressor is completely modular, and the entire tube here is constructed of aluminum. It's all like aircraft grade aluminum, and the bottom here, the actual mount, is made out of stainless steel, and that's where you're going to have your model number here and your serial number on the other side. So if you were to have a baffle strike or something happened, something catastrophic where it destroyed this suppressor, you don't have to go through the whole NFA process again and get another tax stamp, because this part here can completely be removed, and you can replace anything from here forward, and you will still have the same serialized registered unit here. Now on the other end, this is what makes this really cool. Is you unscrew this, and give me a minute because these things have a lot of threads on them. You can unscrew this mount here and remove it, and this is what they call the booster. This is what makes a pistol caliber one work, and it's got all this lithium grease on it because it's brand new. Haven't even used it yet. And you can buy these from Obsidian, and you can buy the one that will thread onto a smaller caliber like a 9mm, and this particular suppressor on a 9mm without changing the actual end plate is quieter than almost any 9mm suppressor out on the market. So basically it's like a 2-for-1 deal, and you can do that, use this suppressor all the way down to 22 long rifle, and it will still work very well because of these baffles that they use on the inside. Now this suppressor is designed to be run wet or dry. So wet meaning you can put the lubricant on the inside of the baffles and it will quiet down a little bit more. Or you can run it dry and it's super quiet. This is almost Hollywood quiet, folks. And I know a lot of people say that. You can change this end cap and change it down to like a 9mm size. I don't think that's really necessary. Once you hear it with it run through 9mm, you'll see that it's not really necessary on it. Now, when you start getting down to the 22 long rifle, you know, the size of the hole here probably is going to be a little bit matter a little bit, but it does quiet a 22 long rifle down very well. Now you can change this booster on the end and make it a solid mount and use this on a carbine. You can use it like on a 357 Magnum, 44 Magnum carbine. You can use it on 300 Blackout. I think there's some barrel length restrictions on it, so you can use this on some rifles also. So basically you have a one for all suppressor here that works very well. I'm very happy with it. I don't think that you could have picked a better suppressor once you deal with all the stuff that you have to go through. And we're going to do a video on the NFA process here and how it's improved and some of the problems. It is a broken system. I think it's odd that these things are regulated by the NFA because it's actually not a firearm. You cannot do anything with this. If you can pass a background check to buy a regular firearm that actually will hurt somebody, why do you need to go through such an extensive process and register this? This piece does nothing. The piece that this connects to is what does everything. But I just want to show you a quick video on this Rugged Obsidian 45 and tell you why I picked the 45 caliber one, because I shoot a lot of 45 ACP. This quiets it down, and it also works on 9mm and down, and very modular. Make it any length you want, you know, within reason. You can shorten it to 2 lengths, different calibers, use it on carbines, whatever you want, and you have a one-stop shop suppressor. So anyway, if you have any questions on this particular suppressor, I mean, I'm by far not an expert on suppressors. I just wanted to show you the Obsidian 45, and thank you very much for watching my video today, and you folks have a great day.